I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. This is a very painful suggestion for me to do. I want to suggest that the NYSC scheme should be scrapped. It has outlived its usefulness. It is true that it was one of the best times I had from the orientation camp at Alvan Ikoku College of Education then in 1985 to my posting to the Aba local government health office and my subsequent 15 years domicile in Aba, one of the best times in my life. Very essential in forming who I have become because I became a Christian there. I wasn't going to church. I became a Christian at Aba. I had all my children there. My philosophies to different issues were cultivated there. But if the use of a thing is not properly defined and refined to meet generational need, abuse is inevitable. The NYSC started on the 22nd of May 1973 by Major General Yakubu Gowon then. It was 3 years after the Civil War, and it was part of the program for reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. I make bold to say that very little has been achieved since 1970 till date in these 3 arrows. Reconciliation, the Igbo man feels more alienated, more discriminated against. He's even more agitative to separate from Nigeria. It has reached a feverish pitch. Even though I am not in support of breaking this country, I am in support of restructuring the country and realigning our mindsets. Is it in case of reconstruction? Until very recently in Umuahia, in that Mission Hill area, and I suspect it's Governor Oti that is dualizing that road, or some of the buildings on your right, if you are going towards the peak of the hill where the statue of Okpara is, you will still see bullet holes on buildings until very recently, the scars of bullet holes from the Civil War were still in some of those buildings. They've knocked some of them down now. Several roads in the east are still very, very bad. And the Igbo man was given 20 pounds and he built a massive economy, the 6th richest tribe in the world, from that 20 pounds. The Igbos have become who they are by sheer determination, enterprise, communalism, consistency, frugality, and whatever it takes to build an economy. creativity, resilience. Like each tribe, each set of people, they have their shortcomings. They have their few bad eggs. But that phase in Nigeria is over. A core member serving in one of the southwestern states watched my video and sent me these points I want to raise. He will be finishing, I think, next month or so. He said that most of them are indebted, that they are owing because the allowance they give to them of 33,000 naira is not enough to take care of their needs. 33,000 naira. He said that he is indebted to the tune of 300,000 naira. That how can he come and serve his nation and be going back in debts, he's owing with debts? I read somewhere else a parent complaining that he is sending more money to the child serving now than when he was paying school fees to train him. So the allowance is not enough. The present economic situation has bastardized whatever you are going to pay the copper. Let me use the word copper. I told you I had a wife, I had a son, I had two aged parents I was taking care of with a mentally retarded brother. And I bought a car at the end of my service year. My boss, the person I worked for, gave me a loan. I did not make my parents owe. The economic situation of today has changed. Companies are finding it difficult to even pay their workers, not to talk about adding NYSC members to their staff. Now, the boys said that officials don't care. They don't care that sometimes they collude with employers to maltreat core members. But I also know that some core members are crazy. At one time, government girls' secondary school, Owerri, that place near Mod Hotel, at Ikenga Square, you go forward to on the left near the prisons. The principal at one time refused to accept coppers from Bendel State because those boys went there as Edo and Delta, went there and caused a lot of confusion. So if you are posted that you're from Bendel, she will refuse you. So, but a great percentage of our core members are quite good. He said that most of the females who can't keep themselves, who can't cope to meet their basic needs, are now into hookup. They do okpo miliki. Some of the members of staff will tell them that nobody will tell the core members, nobody send you come. Now you use your leg waka come when you start complaining. And so we're in an economy where we are borrowing so much. We're in an economy where our budget deficit is very high. We're in an economy where we are using a great percentage of our resources to service debts. We're in an economy political economy where a few elites are enjoying all the benefits. We're in an economy where if these people finish serving, they don't have places to work. They don't have institutions to work. We're in an economy where institutions become very corrupt and become pipelines for siphoning public funds to private pockets. Therefore, the weight of and then insecurity. Insecurity. I could travel around the whole of the East. Go to different places. After service, go to Abala, Nkomiri, Abala, Ibeme, where Jara Oloko, Ndi Olumpe, all places to Were, Okudo, Amarako. Where did I not go to in Igbo land? To Okono Ohafia, to Enugu, to go round and round and round to Akwa Ibom, Okanafon, Ete, Ikorabasi, Okorotoiwo, go round different places in the eastern part of the country. Today, you dare not do that. Between Lagos and Ore, the recently released Afenifere youth leader said there are about 55 camps in that area of kidnappers and bandits. Which place is safe? Between Mina and Abuja, which place is safe? Kaduna and Abuja, no place is safe in this country. And the NYSC has said they can't guarantee your safety. So we can't risk sending our children into such places. It is better people stay with their children. It is better when they graduate, if they want to go do masters elsewhere, let them go. It is better we use the money of the NYSC to set up industries that can employ people, employ these graduates, instead of the pain and the suffering they are going through. In this time where everything is criminally expensive, I suggest scrap the NYSC. Donald Trump is scrapping several money-draining institutions in the United States. Scrap the NYSC. It's painful, but it is a painful action that we need to take now. Tomorrow too far. I'm Dr. Charles Apoki. I have a webinar coming up on the 18th and on the 19th of April. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. I will share deep personal experiences with you, mistakes I could have made, but how God helped me and refined me. We have properties for sale, +234 80 21 21 92 62. I'll be in the UK in April. I will celebrate Easter there. I also celebrate my birthday, April 27th, hopefully at Glasgow. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you. I would like to know your opinions concerning this suggestion below. Please be civil.